Whether it's for better or for the worse, as long as we're together, we'll make it through this. I knew that it was true from the very first time I kissed your lips. I know every day is a new adventure, and sometimes you may feel like giving up, but you just gotta look back and remember what we're made of. I'll stay by your side when storms are raging. I will hold you close tonight, and I won't let go until the morning light. I'll stay by your side. There's so much more to you than what meets the eye, a beauty that goes deeper than the surface. I've waited my whole life to find someone who gives love a purpose. I'll stay by your side when storms are raging. I will hold you close tonight, and I won't let go until the morning light. Oh, I'll stay by your side. I won't let go, I won't let go. I won't let go, I won't let go. I hope you know, I hope you know that I won't let go, I won't let go.
Ximena, my sweet and wonderful Ximena, you are the greatest person to have ever walked into my life. I know this because everyone who is important to me welcomes the thought of you being by my side for the remainder of my life. My friends and family are always reminding me of what an amazing woman you are and how blessed I am to be with you. More importantly, I know that God is well pleased with who you are and how much of His Son, Jesus, you reflect into the world. You fight for people to know Jesus, whoever they may be in life, and you are the hardest worker I have ever met in my entire life when it comes to doing what God puts before you. The way you push me to do what I need to do doesn't make you bossy, but shows me that you care more about my everlasting future than my momentary feelings. The love that you have shown me these past 3 years doesn't remind me of some goody two-shoes girl or even some normal, responsible, and independent woman. The love that you have shown me reminds me of the Christ that laid down His life for me. Not for the fun part. I'm not going to lie. You're going to have your hands full with me. While you might get sick of it, I can eat pizza for every meal of every day. I make 100 jokes a day, and if you're lucky, one of them will be funny. There's one. However, I stand here ready to make a covenant with you, where I promise to be faithful to you in all areas in life, and to be the man you need me to be. I promise to put God first and you second. To some, this may sound foolish and stupid, but you and I both know that there is no better way to continue into this thing called marriage than to remind each other of Jesus. You are my world, and the Lord is my God. And with you both, I have it all. Ximena, my sweet and wonderful Ximena. I love you.
You always put others' needs first. You're slow to anger, and you light up any room and any life that you enter. When you entered into my life, although I was reluctant at first, you definitely lit up my life. You've shown me love and patience, which reflect God's character. Because of these reasons and many more, I love you. And because I love you, I vow to unselfishly choose for your highest good, to find your needs and to meet them, to forgive quickly and trust you even quicker. I vow to encourage you and to be by your side so that you can accomplish whatever dreams and goals God puts on your heart. And most importantly, I vow to help you become more like Jesus every day. I vow to always put God first and to glorify Him together and to show you the same love and grace that He's shown me. I love you.
sabrá. Puro sentimiento y no hay nada más que esta canción. Va mi corazón. Amor más que amor es el nuestro y te lo vengo a dar. Te miro ahí más te quiero mirar. Te amo, sabrás. Puro sentimiento y no hay nada más que sueño llegar a tu alma tocar. Amor más que amor es el nuestro y te lo vengo
I'm really nervous. That's fine. Ximena, my beautiful friend, you are a treasure. I asked your friends to describe you, and they said that you are bold, strong, wise, disciplined, and kind. Ximena, you are all of these things, and you're so much more. You are constant and faithful and honest and gentle. You reflect Jesus so well and are never afraid to confront those you love when you see them hurting themselves or others. Jeremy, you're so awesome. You're generous, servant-hearted, passionate, and kind. You love everyone you meet so willingly, and with Ximena, there's no exception. You love her fiercely and are willing to do anything for her. I have been so blessed to see you both grow immeasurably in Jesus and together. I will warn you, marriage is hard, but it is so, so worth it. I am so privileged to see you join together in it because I know that both of you individually and together, and I know you will always keep Jesus at the center. He will help you flourish, and I know because of that, wherever He calls you, you will go, and you will bear abundant fruit. I love you so much, friends. This is just the beginning of a lifetime together. Cherish it. Congratulations.
Well, I want to thank everybody, first of all, for everything that you've contributed to make this day happen. I want to thank Jeremy and Ximena's family for helping them to become the people that they are today. All the wedding party for being here to celebrate and make this day special. And especially for Jeremy and Ximena, for you guys being the kind of people that we're all excited to celebrate. When I met Jeremy, that was almost 4 years ago, although it feels kind of like yesterday. And he was this lanky, awkward
college freshman. Now he's a lanky, awkward, almost college graduate, penning the paperwork. And it was really cool. The one thing I can say about Jeremy is that he's always thinking about others first, without fail. We lived together for a while, and when we first moved in, we had 5 people in our house. And no matter how many house meetings we had, at the end of every day, there was a very, very large pile of dishes in the sink. And, you know, that's when I learned that Jeremy must be synonymous for servant, because, you know, you'd have to fight him to do the chores first, and he would beat you to it every time. I remember one night in particular, he had a lot of homework left to do, and, you know, if you've been around Jeremy very long, you know his superpower is procrastination. And so he was like, I'm going to do the dishes first, and then I'll do my homework. And it's like, due the next morning, and I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. So he started his homework at 2 a.m. And I was like, you going to be all right, man? And he's like, yeah. So I see him first thing in the morning. It's almost 9 a.m. You know, his hair is all disheveled. He's in his pajamas. He has the crazy eyes. And he's like, Justin, you got to get me to the school. I got 7 minutes to get this lab report in. And I don't have a parking pass. So we jumped into my car and raced to the school like it was Fast and Furious 17 or something. And he got it in with 1 minute to spare. But that story really illustrates the fact that Jeremy is always forgetting about himself to serve other people. And I think that's really the mark of a real man. And I can't think of anybody who's a better example of that than Jeremy. I remember when Jeremy first met Ximena, and he was talking to me about her at the house, and he was telling me how much he likes her, and I never heard him talk about anyone like this. And I knew where this was going, so finally I stopped him. I was like, so are you going to ask her out or what? And he stopped, and he looked at me for a while, and he was like, I just want to make sure I'm the kind of man that deserves her first. And of course he was and is, but it just goes to show, even before they were dating, he was thinking about serving her, about being good for her, you know? And I've gotten to know Ximena over the years too, and especially this last year working together, I can really say that she has that same servant's heart as Jeremy does. And I could talk about that for another 5 minutes, but I won't. I really appreciate them, and I think that there couldn't be another match that's better than this one, you know? So I'm really excited thinking about all the adventures you guys are going to have and all the laughs and the good times together. So cheers to the happy couple.
Well, how do I even begin to describe and thank such a great person like Ximena? Someone who has loved me from the moment I was born, who has made me laugh and has been by my side through the lowest points of my life, and has chosen to be my friend when I was unworthy of her friendship. For a large part of my life, I was very lost. I didn't know who I was, and that caused me to make some very questionable decisions. I felt hopeless, but every day I would see Ximena, living a life completely led by and for God. I saw her abiding in the Word each morning when I opened my eyes, and it was because of her prayers that I came to know and give my life to Christ, which is something I'll never be able to repay. All I can do is use what you taught me and bring others to Christ. The love you have with Jeremy is a reflection of the life you've lived for Christ, and I know that together you'll live a happy and full life that will not only impact your life, but everyone around you. I'm so proud of you, and thank you for not only being a sister, but an amazing friend. I love you so much. To the bride and groom.
It comes from my heart. I just wanted to welcome Ximena, also my new daughter, Ximena Licano. Thank you for becoming in my life. Thank you for letting me come in part of your life. And I'm so happy for all this. And I just I'm gonna read this. It's better than English. El amor es paciente y bondadoso, no tiene envidia, no tiene orgullo, no es grosero ni egoísta, no se irrita ni se recoroso, no se alegra de la injusticia, sino que se encuentra su alegría en la verdad. todo lo desocupa, todo lo cree, todo lo espera, todo lo soporta. Es Corintios 13, 4 al 7. Que la unión de ustedes esté en el Espíritu de Dios, en junto a ustedes siempre y les fortalezca. Tengan mi bendición. Los amo.
Jeremy. So, as a father, and I don't know if you guys older enough, dad, be able to understand this. But as a father, it's actually not easy, to give your first daughter. So, God really did work on me. I can tell you that. And it's not because I have something against Jeremy. No, it's because as a father, I have to make sure that the one who was gonna date Ximena back then and marry, have to make sure that it was a godly man. So, but Jeremy, I can tell you that you gain my trust, you gain my heart, I can tell you that. So really, I'm very, very comfortable that now I know that Ximena is gonna feel safe, with Jeremy. I know Jeremy is gonna take care of her. I know Jeremy is gonna be that provider, for Ximena. And as a father, that's what we want for our daughter, right? Dads, one day, maybe, yeah. Okay, cool. And so when Jeremy proposed to Ximena, and I say, yeah, yeah. And then he asked me, he said, okay, if I can call you father now? I said, no, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not even close. And he goes, oh, okay.
And today?
So today, I told Jeremy, now, Jeremy, you can call me suegro. Father, Jeremy, welcome to the family. I love you, and I know you're going to be a great, 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 husband for my daughter. I love you.
Ximenita, desde el primer día que te vi, que Dios tenía un propósito muy grande para tu vida. Oré siempre para que ese propósito se cumpliera en tu vida y que dieras los pasos correctos y necesarios para llegar hasta este momento. Yo oré para que Dios te bendijera de una manera grande y veo que te mereces todo esto y sé que se merecen uno al otro. He visto el amor que se tienen, el respeto y veo el amor que tienen tan grande para Dios y eso es lo que los va a mantener unidos. Y Jeremy, te queremos mucho. Bienvenido a la familia. Los queremos.
Well, thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for everything that you've done for us, for being a part of this day and coming to celebrate something new between me and Ximena.
Gracias a todos por venir y celebrar este día tan especial para nosotros.
We really do feel honored that with everything that's going on in the world right now, that you guys would still want to be a part of our lives, and knowing that you guys will be there in the future of our marriage gives me great comfort because I'm not smart enough to do this on my own. But I'm really glad that I can have all of you by my side and by Ximena's side.
Sí, gracias a todos que vinieron, aunque está los tiempos difíciles, pero les agradecemos mucho y queremos que sean parte de nuestras vidas siempre. Los queremos mucho y gracias por venir. Thanks everybody. We love you guys and I can't imagine a more perfect day with everyone that we love, that is closest to us and dearest to our hearts. I couldn't have imagined this day any better. So, toast! Cheers! ¡Salud!